Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Straight Talk for Energy Healers. My name is Renu Aurora. I am an energy healer. I am also the creator of a healing modality called the Accelerated Release Technique, where I use the subconscious to help people release their emotional baggage to be able to live the life that they want to and they deserve to. As well, I am the author of a book called The Energy Healing Bible. And I am here on a mission. My mission is to help other energy healers like yourselves to be able to live your life's purpose, to be able to share your gifts with the world and help as many people as you possibly can. And do all that and not be broke in the process. And actually, that really ties super well into my topic for today, or my featured guest for today. I am going to be introducing you in a second to my good friend, my own personal financial advisor, Mr. Jeannot Lamarre. Let me give you a little heads up. So Jeannot is a financial planner, a financial advisor. If you don't know what that means and why you need it, that's part of what we're going to talk about today. But I'm going to give you the bird's eye view. He's the guy that helps you figure out your financial plan for the future, give you an idea of what the heck all the talk is, like what's an RSP, what's an RESP, what's a TFSA, the alphabet soup of financial products. When do you get insurance, or what the hell's a 401k? I don't know. Is that even in Canada? Is that you? I have no idea. But that's why I go to Jeannot, to help me sort that kind of stuff out, because building wealth is not something that we inherently know what to do. And there's a whole lot of amazing, like, good stuff and good information that those of us who just want to sit back and do our jobs need, if we want to be successful and create that amazing, abundant future for ourselves. So, without further ado, I'm gonna bring on my amazing friend and colleague and financial savior, Jeannot Lamarre.
Hi, Renu.
Hey, Jeannot, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me on your show today. This is quite exciting.
It's exciting for me too. I'm really thrilled to have you here. Now, we're gonna this talk is meant to be short because we all have things to do, places to be, and this is straight talk, so we don't have a lot of bump on this show. So I'm going to ask my first question. In a nutshell, how would you describe what you do?
That's a great question, because there's so many different hats that I wear when it comes to building financial plans and helping my clients with their financial wellness. Within all of that, it's very much like energy healing, in that there's a lot of different modalities and there's a lot of different things that you focus on. And there's a lot of different things that bring about that whole holistic financial plan that covers, more than just the accounts, and more than just the investments, and more than just, they're all intricate little puzzle pieces that go together to make the whole. So that's basically it. There's a lot of hats that I wear. Part of it is counselor, and counseling on money and what your relationship is with money, which is kind of interesting, because it's very much like your relationship with your own energy. Mm-hmm. Very similar to some of the stuff that you do, in that, we'll take the time to, hey, my energy, there's somebody that, there's a lot of energy that's dissipating over this way, there's energy vampire, whatever is going to happen. And money is very much the same way. Your finances are very much the same way. And if you don't pay attention to it, all of a sudden you find yourself running in a deficit.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good thing. Just the same way that it is within, from an energy healing perspective. If you're bleeding energetically or financially, same kind of results. Same kind of results. There's a lot of stress and a lot of strife and a lot of extra things that sort of go with it. So it is partially that. It is partially self-care, how to invest into your future
Mm-hmm.
energetically, emotionally, financially, how to protect that in the event that something happens, how
Mm-hmm.
to pass on energy when the time comes for your own energy to transform to the next dimension of life, as it were. So yeah, there's a lot of pieces, a lot of
Yeah,
intricacies that go with it.
one of the things you reminded me of is we're all energy healers are in an interesting place because so many grow up thinking, well, they've got a gift and they can't charge for their gift, and they have a lot of hangups around money. So so I think it's really been awesome just working with you. There's that it's like money's got to be front and center. You got to think about it. You can't shy away from it. And it's just energy. Money is just another frequency. And just having somebody who's like, yeah, let's talk about this one. It takes the taboo out of it. It's
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's really interesting in that if you ask people, what are the most important things in their life? And everybody will say, okay,
money.
your health and
Yeah.
your family, and everybody avoids saying money and your finances. And
And
yet
abundance.
that's always going to be right. Your health and your education, your family, and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely. But if your finances are in like a total disarray, well, guess what? It's going to have a health, an emotional, and an energetic
Gonna
impact
have a
on every
ripple
single bit of
effect
your life.
everywhere. Absolutely.
So why isn't it, why are we afraid of talking about it?
I
There's
don't
no
know.
reason. We all have the problems. Everybody does,
Yeah, yeah, 100%. So
right?
my next question, formal question is, what is your special gift? I call it your superpower that makes you so amazing at what you do.
Great question. Lots of great questions. I'm a disturber. There's an expletive I would typically use in front of that, but it's always about disturbing what we believe to be the norm is,
The
and
status
it
quo.
comes
Yeah.
and it comes in. Think of it maybe as disturbing complacency,
Mm,
which is it covers a broad spectrum
yeah.
of sort of everything that's there. There are a lot of preconceived notions in the world. There's lots of water cooler talk. There's lots of there's been an interesting paradigm shift over the course of, let's call it, the last 50 years, where our grandparents' generation um, always lived believing that there was an institution that always looked out for your best interest, and you built a relationship with them and you got to know them, and this was a certain model. Well, the world isn't the same as it was back in the 50s and 60s, or the
Mhm.
20s and 30s and that type of thing. And with the level of legal jargon that's out there, and the litigious society that we live in, and all the complexities surrounding the financial industry in and of itself, it's really, really hard to navigate through those waters without triggering taxation, without losing money, without losing opportunity, without losing time, without, who do you believe? Who do you trust? And are they really, are they in your corner? Are they not in their corner? It's sort of where that all is. I like to think, stirring it up is definitely a superpower. Why?
Yep.
Because if nothing else, if it gets you to think about it and question, and that goes for me as well. I mean, question, learn, grow, find out. Don't be afraid to explore or go further.
I love it. All right. Now, my audience is energy healers. Why might they need first a financial planner, generally speaking, and why specifically should they work or consider working with you?
So why should anybody have a financial planner? Not even
We've
just
kind of
energy
covered a
healers.
bunch of that stuff already.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have
we
kind
have.
of
I
covered
mean,
that.
if anything, a lot of my practice, when I run it, I try to run it very much like a healing practice. I had always
Yeah.
wanted to be a doctor,
Hmm.
because of my own health reasons. That wasn't in the cards for me. But your doctor, healer, that type of thing, should be working with you to the common goal to get you healthier.
Hmm.
Um, from a financial planner perspective, that's the guy that you want. That's the healer, as opposed to the Ferrari driving. Not that there's anything wrong with driving a Ferrari, but the guy with the $5,000 suit and the $20,000 watch and that type of thing. Or would you want the guy who's interested in your health and wants to help you get better, from that same energy perspective that you as energy healers are trying to do with your clients? Like, you already get it. Like, you already understand the process. You already understand that and there's so many parallels, that it makes sense. Does everybody need a planner? Well, I'd throw the question back. Should everybody have a team of healers in their life? Allopathic, energetic, emotional, naturopathic, chiro, like, should you have a team of healers in your life? We know the answer is yes.
Hmm.
How is a financial healer any different? It's
Yeah,
not. It's
you're
not.
absolutely right. And frankly, I could tell you how to work how to work with Jeannot.
And
It's
it's always a
I
pleasure to.
I have, yeah, Jeannot is just awesome to work with. He has he
I'm going to
explains
blush.
everything. Yeah, I know. He explains everything. I talked about the alphabet soup. He takes me seriously. Like, not everyone in every profession, energy healers, understand this. He takes me seriously. I was talking about we've been working together for years. I was talking about him years ago. I'm like, I'm building an empire. And he's like, yeah, all right, let's get you all set up to do that. And he knew I wasn't joking. And he has been putting all the pieces in place to help me prepare for all the eventualities to come. And
Prepare for
um, and
greatness.
I appreciate that more than anything else. Uh, one
It's a
other
pleasure.
one other little piece is just because he didn't mention this because he wouldn't know. So many of us work through the bank and the advisor of the week or the advisor of the month. When we originally started working together, I had been to I think I had RESPs for the kids from when they were about yay high, or actually, no, yay high. When they were born, we created these RESPs, and I had looked at the financial. I was like, these haven't really grown very much. Like, this is pretty much what I put into it, and the numbers weren't growing after I'd had these for years and years, and I realized that's because the advisor of the month didn't really care. It was somebody new every time, and nobody was actually looking at my portfolio and seeing, is this the best place for your money to be? And when I realized that, I was just all in with Jeannot, like all in,
It's
take care of
it's
everything, because I recognized that I wasn't getting the service being in a bank. So
thank you for that. I mean, it's very much like, from an allopathic medicine perspective, if you only ever go to walk-in clinics, how comprehensive is your personal
Hmm.
health plan going to be versus if you have a family doctor. And the walk-in clinics have a place. They do. Especially if your doctor is, not available or something like that. But one of the first questions that they will always ask you is name and contact number of your family doctor, because when you have finished seeing them, they will send a report to your family doctor, who's the center point for your physical health, and he'll be able to look over exactly what happened, and you'll often have an appointment with him afterwards so he can review to make sure that they haven't done anything that is going to contraindicate anything else that you're currently working on. My role is like a family doctor.
Yep, absolutely. So now we had talked earlier about a special offer for my audience. What would you you said that you had something for them. What is that? Please tell us about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I believe that everybody at the very least should have an idea of their financial wellness, sort of where they, like a snapshot of where they are right now, and maybe some ideas of what might get them, into the future, and that type of thing. So, I mean, certainly for something like that, reach out. We can certainly do, a wellness review and that type of thing. But also, if they contact me as well, they can get on the, we can talk about this for hours type of thing. But regularly, I will do seminars on financial planning that'd be much more comprehensive, than the time that we have here.
Yeah.
And come get on the list, come get on the waiting list. And then the next time I put one together, the next time I've got one that is scheduled in the holiday season right now, then come and join for the hour and get that extra information and the extra insight to all those puzzle pieces and how they all sort of work together as well. So sort of a twofold, sort of a twofer type of thing.
So
It's not
basically,
Tuesday, it's a Friday twofer type of thing.
so basically, it's so you'll do an assessment for them. You'll help them figure out what's going on with them, and then because I've spent hours with Jeannot, I know I could ask questions for till kingdom come.
Always questions.
And then you can save up a bunch of questions, and you'll do it all. Help a whole bunch of people at one time, answer a whole pile of questions at one of your seminars. So I think that's
Absolutely.
brilliant. I think that's brilliant. So you can help a lot of people at one time, and they can get you for the key stuff that's more personalized for them. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
And how would they reach you if they want to connect?
Best way is send me an email, jeannot.lamarre@ig.ca. And that goes directly, I've always got my phone on me. It'll get to my phone in some way, shape, or form, or to in my email. And then we go from there. Simple and
All right.
straightforward.
Awesome. And that information, Jeannot's email address is in the description, so you'll be able to find it there later. And I think that wraps it up. Jeannot, thank you so much for being here today. It's been awesome speaking with you, and I am really delighted that that we could provide this information for my audience, because like I said, not a lot of us want to talk about money and planning for the future. And this is some serious business that just it needs to be discussed. It needs to More people need to think about it, and make it a part of their life. Like,
Man,
just like I've heard you say, we plan for our vacations, we plan for, getting our HVAC system
we
checked.
plan for Christmas, and we plan for
So
cottage trips in the summer, but we never take the time to plan for our financial future.
yeah, and that's putting all the pieces into place, not just making our wish list. So,
Absolutely.
so thank you so much to my audience for being here, for sticking around and watching this. And if you'd like to reach me, if you're interested in how I can help you with more straight talk, more about helping you overcome your own barriers or blocks, or wanting to learn how I do that, reach me at info@acceleratedreleasetechnique.org.
Go see
Um,
Rainbow. I used to be shy before I saw
such a kidder. And of course, please like and subscribe and share this podcast with others. And finally, come on back next week for our next episode. Until then, take care.
Be safe out there, everybody.